either. And I'm just like, girl, then what was y'all doing? And why was you having half sex? You might as well not do nothing at all. Just dry hump a little bit. You done gave them 2 pumps and a swirl. Girl, just dry hump a little bit if you was going to do that and not claim that you did something, okay?
And vlogs, but at least something pretty. And at least I'm a little funny.
Love Island USA Season 7, The Gift That Keeps on Giving. What's up, y'all? It is Jaishanese back with another video and some recaps. I'm loud, I'm crazy, I'm all over the place. Let's get into it, y'all. I watched 3 hours of Call Her Daddy. I have never watched the episode of Call Her Daddy in my life. I did watch her documentary, but I have never watched the episode. And the first time I watched the episode, I watched over 3 hours of Call Her Daddy. I don't have much gossip in the TikTok streets because guess what? I'm watching Call Her Daddy. Okay, Chelley and Olandria have unfollowed Huda. People said Chelley wasn't following Huda in the first place. I'm not sure. Y'all can put it down in the comments, but they have unfollowed her. Jalen is in LA hanging out with all the guys. Keke Palmer, she teased the episode July 22nd. Who do y'all think is coming on there for an interview? I am so excited. I love Keke Palmer's energy. I'm thinking it's Chelley and Olandria, or Chelley and Ace, or Chelley by herself, Olandria. I'm not sure who she's interviewing, but it's coming July 22nd, so I'm excited about that. And Olandria had an interview with Variety, and it is a mess. People made a video of Huda being the cop and her being George Floyd. Are y'all serious? Why are people so racist when I feel like black people are so cool, so accepting? Like, it is crazy that people are acting like this. This is why America is in the situation they are in now, because of stereotypes. It doesn't make any damn sense. And I seen some of y'all comments and y'all were like, Jasmine, it's from the episode when she was like, that's my dream date. I was like, oh, I took it literally. Okay, got it. And then somebody did make a comment like, what? Chelley can't grow hair because she Haitian and African? No, I didn't say that. You said that. Breathe, honey. You might need to go to psych, okay? You might need to go to psych with your homegirl Huda. Period. Let's get into Call Her Daddy. That episode with Huda was 2 hours long, like one hour and 58 minutes, so 2 hours long. And I feel like Alex wanted to tell that girl so bad, like, you need a therapist, you need help. But Alex was being very professional, but she gave off that she wanted to tell that girl she needed a therapist. Huda kept calling her the bitch word. It was driving me crazy. So let's get into it. Huda says she loves her daughter. It was crazy that people were calling CPS on her. Her and her baby daddy split custody. She has her during the week for school. Baby daddy has her on the weekends. Her daddy was physically abusive to her mom, mentally and physically. Her mom did leave him and they lived in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath for $600. I still live in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath for $600, but we got washer dryer hookups. I'm just saying because I live in Kansas, okay? So her mama moved out. She was saying her dad was grooming her. She hasn't spoke to her dad in 8 years. I don't know what the grooming is, but that's not our business. That is her personal business, but that is what she said. She said the show was very triggering. She felt like some of the stuff they were doing on purpose, maybe they were doing it on purpose to trigger her. But I said, girl, you've had a lot of pain in your life, so it's not going to take a lot to trigger you. It's not. And that's okay, because a lot of people have been through a lot of in their life. And you can tell that Huda has been through a lot of stuff. And I feel like that's why people related to her and why she got so many followers also is because people related to her and recognize the trauma, because people like to trauma bond. You get what I'm saying? Some of your friends you probably literally trauma bond with. She said she was bullied in middle school, developed an eating disorder. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to just not validate her, but we was all bullied in middle school. I was bullied in middle school. Bad. I'm still here. But girl, we was all bullied in middle school. Middle school is tough for anybody, even with my daughters. Middle school is tough. But she ended up hanging with these girls, and a girl was a model or whatever. She developed an eating disorder. I said, God damn. And she said that her and Nick didn't really remember the Mamacita conversation. I think she's lying. Like, girl, you know you remember that Mamacita thing. She met her baby daddy on Tinder. Okay, they was hot, heavy, and fast, just like her and Jeremiah and Chris. Hot, heavy, gave up the cooch, got pregnant. We all been there. I had my first baby at 18 and then my second one at 22, girl. So it is what it is. He was in the military, very toxic, was cheating all the time. She kept taking him back, forgiving him. They moved in together, but they ended up not working out. She always wanted to be on Love Island USA. She applied for the show, honey. She knew she was going to manifest to be an OG, and she had to go through several interviews and all that stuff, but she ended up being on Love Island USA. Her and Jeremy was hot. Her and Jeremy. Why do I always call him Jeremy? Her and Jeremiah was hot and heavy from the beginning. And she don't feel like she manipulated him by not telling him she was a mother. I don't know why you wouldn't just lead off with, I'm a mother. Like, when I was young, I don't remember not telling guys I wasn't a mother. Like, I'm a mother, goddammit, and I ain't ashamed of it. I fucked. Got pregnant at a young age. I have 2 kids. Yes, I am a mother. Now I'm bragging because I'm like, ooh, I'm almost 40 and both these girls is about to be grown. Period, okay? She said they was both victims of each other, and I do agree with that. Like, they both was just victimizing each other at that point on the show. It was annoying, but they was just, she said she got territorial with Jeremiah, and she was learning that bombshells are there to shake up things. Like, she was taking it as they were just coming after her, but bombshells are literally there to shake things up. Alex asked her if she thought that Ace was fixated on her and Jeremiah. She said she was attracted to Ace, and she didn't kiss him for nothing. And she seen that Ace liked her post, but now she knows that Ace unliked all her posts, but she knows that he did like all her posts. She gonna say her and Jeremiah didn't have full sex. Girl, what does that mean? If it went in, that's full sex. If you grew up in church, they would tell you, like, if you have oral sex, that is sex. That is a sin. So, girl, I don't know what half sex is. Full sex, did he just put the head in? But that's still considered sex. She's saying it ain't full because they was, I guess, in the villa. It ain't full sex. She said she didn't have full sex with Chris either. And I'm just like, girl, then what was y'all doing? And why was you having half sex? You might as well not do nothing at all. Just dry hump a little bit. You done gave him 2 pumps and a swirl. Girl, just dry hump a little bit if you was going to do that and not claim that you did something, okay? She said she learned not to have sex with guys early. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. She ain't learned nothing. I'm going to tell you something. Huda ain't learned nothing at all. I'm going to keep it real. She ain't learned nothing. And she felt like he changed up after he got sex. Yes. What is it saying? If they can get the milk, why buy the cow? Of course. That's why you got to wait and get to know people, because people will play with you, love bomb you to get what they want, and then act like they don't even know you. Okay. And Alex was telling her, sometimes your reaction was too much. You did too much. She had a panic attack after America voted Jeremiah and her to break up and him be with Iris. She said she had a panic attack, was acting a fool. She felt like Jeremiah was winning, like he was winning. And that's why she called him a pussy ass bitch, because he was winning, dating other people. Nobody felt like he did anything. Like, she basically was the problem. That's what she said. Like, everybody basically treated her like she was the problem. But we seen it too. Like, you was acting a fool. And I do say it's from her trauma and not her dealing with it. That's why a therapist is so important. I know people don't believe in therapists. People don't want to pay for therapists. But there is a reason therapists exist. So you can have a friend you pay for. You pay for this friend to tell all your business to, so they can tell you, give you tools and make you think a little bit more. That's why people have a therapist. I've been in therapy for like 10 years. Okay. And let me tell you, a man sent me there. A man sent me to therapy. I had to go to therapy because I was like, listen, I'm about to lose my shit. I'm on the edge of losing my shit. Let me go talk to somebody. Okay. She did cry when he left the villa, which we seen that. She wanted to hug on him and all that stuff. And then she said Jeremiah was running the same game on Adrena, that he was giving her hearts across the villa, winking his eye and all that stuff. And her and Taylor was watching him do it. So maybe it is true. Maybe it is true what Taylor and them was saying about Jeremiah and why they had to get rid of him, because he was just going to do the same thing to Adrena. So they was just maybe trying to protect her. I don't know. Even though Adrena's like, I never told them that. But Huda said he was doing the same thing that he did to her to pull her in. He was doing it to Adrena. Okay, he was doing it to the same thing. She said, yes, I brought Chris back for me and Chelley. And here go Alex. Explain. She said nobody gave a F about her opinion. Nobody wanted to hear her talk. And people were on Chelley's side about the whole Chris thing. And I was just like, see, I can see why they ain't following you no more, because it was very, I'm the victim of my entire life. Like, sometimes as we get older, you're going to be an adult longer than you were a child. You have to go get the help. You have to go get a therapist. You have to do the work. If you need medicine, go get it. It is okay. But sometimes you are going to be an adult longer than you was a child. I had people tell me, like, it's my mama's fault. Hold on. You're 40 something years old. So you've been an adult longer than you were a child. Take care of that stuff. Some of us are not dealt good hands at all. Some of us are dealt hard and bad hands. Okay? Our life cards are bad, but we have the option to turn it around. Baby, if I told you my life story, it's crazy. I didn't have good cards at all, but I definitely have tried to turn them around. And I just don't like that. It's just like, I'm the victim of everybody. It's like, come on, Huda, you got to take some responsibility. She asked her, why didn't you stand up for Amaya during that challenge? I wanted to stand up for Amaya. And she just says her and Amaya are so close. Amaya has her back, all this stuff. And I'm just like, oh, Amaya's everybody's favorite now. Of course, okay? The heart rate challenge, she says she licked him from his to the window, to the wall, as sweat dropped down his balls to face. That's what she said. She never had her ass in his face, but I think Amaya said she did. So, contradicting, I don't know who to believe. Probably Amaya, not so much her, because Chris also said the same thing. She said she taught herself how to twerk and she grew her ass in the gym. Some people say she had a BBL, but she says she grew that ass in the gym and y'all can't do nothing about it, okay? The things between her and Chris that was shown, she said Chris, a lot of stuff that Chris was doing wasn't shown. He was being shady. He was telling her to shut up all the time, which Alex was like, I didn't like that he was telling you to shut up. And he had a wandering eye. He liked to look at all the other girls. Well, he's single. He can look at whoever the hell he wanted to. That's what men do. Even if men are married, they always looking at the next best thing. Let me tell you something. They be wandering. He wouldn't talk to her during the day, but want to talk to her at night so they could have sex, okay? He would have conversations with Chelley during the day, but not talk to her. And she said he barely put it in. What does that even mean? So this is the hole and he just barely rubbed on it a little bit. Played with it a little bit. I don't know. And she said, it's not like I couldn't take it. So I felt like she was insinuating that his teeny weeny short man don't want. That's what it was given to me. Maybe I'm assuming, but I just feel like, was you saying his dick was small? That she said she was mad about the pillow fight because he hit her in the nose and she just had a nose job and it hurt. And that's why she had to put the thing on her nose. And she said he wasn't asleep when she was like 3, 2, 1 if you don't cuddle me. But Chris said on the Vile Files that it was because they said they were only getting 2 hours of sleep and he wanted to try to sleep, which that's a lot of pressure. If you got to sleep for 2 hours and you know you got to get up, I probably wouldn't go to sleep. I would probably be up all the time. And that is just effed up that the producers wasn't letting them get no sleep. They wanted to film constantly to show us only an hour a day for like 30 something days. That's ridiculous, okay? And then she's like, did you know you and Chris made history to be the first Love Island USA couple to break up during the finale? Yeah, I said the same thing in the review. Things that she's going to change, things that she learned. She's not going to overtalk people. She's not going to be too clingy and not get defensive. I don't believe her. You know what? If she get a therapist, if she go to betterhelp.com, I believe her, okay? I do believe her if she does it. She said she would go to psych. People were saying, I guess, that she would get forced to go to psych and that they was threatening her if she didn't change her ways. They was going to kick her off the show. She said that never happened. She would volunteer to go to psych and talk to somebody. That's what she said, okay? She said she would go and be like, I need help. And she would put all her drama and issues to the psych. And that's what you should do. That's what they there for, okay? She says she's close to Nick and Olandria. I don't know if that's true anymore since Olandria unfollowed her. I'm not sure if that's true no more because I don't think y'all cool no more, girl. Y'all need to have a talk. Maybe y'all don't need to have a talk. She said people are being nice. And she said the fakest was Sierra. I said, oh, not you clocking Sierra. And Sierra was on Instagram talking about, do y'all want to ask me any questions? I don't know if people wanted to ask her any questions. The worst kisser was Jalen. She dreads seeing Jeremiah at the reunion. And she asked her, what's the most exciting guy in your DMs? She hasn't checked her DMs. She keeps refreshing them. It's all messed up. Alex says she gonna help her. What did y'all think of the interview with them? What did you think of the interview with Huda? I mean, she's done had a lot of trauma, but I just didn't like that she was just like, I'm the victim. Nobody had my back in the villa. And it's like, Huda, what is going on? Like, she definitely gives drama. She definitely gives theater kid. She's going to give you all the drama you want in your life. But eventually, I was very drama at her age too. But eventually, you're going to have to grow up. Eventually, you're going to have to go get therapy. Eventually, people are not going to want to deal with you. We're going to have to see what Chelley and Olandria say, because that's who we're waiting on. Maybe they're going on Keke Palmer. I'm not sure. But you know what? Let's talk about Amaya. Now let's talk about Amaya. I just love me some Amaya. I needed her interview after I watched Huda's trauma dumping, trauma bonding interview, and she was the victim. I needed Amaya's smiley face, her happiness, all that. She and Alex collaborated on the sensitive gangster sweatsuit. As long as Amaya is getting paid, that's all that matters. She feels validated and seen. She felt very misunderstood in the villa. She grew up in Brooklyn. Her celebrity crush is Nate off of Euphoria. I mean, the boy is fine. I ain't even gonna lie, but he toxic in that show. Him and his damn daddy. Euphoria is supposed to come back out, but old dude died. Like, what are they doing? I don't know. Euphoria been gone for a minute. When is it coming back? She wants to be a professor for nursing. She loves a girl's night out. Her first boyfriend, they were together for 4 or 5 years, but he cheated on her. She says she's a very nice and sweet girl when she's dating somebody. She's attracted to personality. I don't know about being attracted to personality, because sometimes they play in your face. Them ugly dudes, they will play in your face and make you regret it. You know what? I'd rather date a cute guy. So I'd be like, girl, at least he was cute if he played me or did me wrong. Because when they ugly, you be like, what? Are you serious? She likes a man that's 6 foot. She likes a man that has tattoos. She likes a strong man. And she turned off by a man that speaks bad about women or his exes. I said, I know that's right, Amaya. I love a good man with 6 foot, but we all want a 6 foot man. Brian's 6 foot, definitely. But some of us might have to take a 5'10" like Ace. No, she said Ace is 5'8". I can't stand Amaya funny. She said her mom didn't know what Love Islands was. The show found her. The show DM'd her. She said she had never watched a full season of Love Islands. Nobody ran her social media. I think that's the best thing. If you go into Love Islands USA or Love Islands UK, whatever Love Islands, don't let nobody run your social media. You just run it. You just let it do whatever it's going to do. Don't let nobody run it or nothing. Just whatever. You're going to get followers. They're going to be waiting for you to post. Don't let nobody. She said she wasn't even thinking about that. So that's why nobody ran hers. She was single for a year before she entered the villa. She was able to watch clips of the show before she entered the villa, and she seen only the beginning episodes because, she went in 3 or 4 days. So she only seen that. Her and Ace was not compatible at all. And she said Ace does have a strong personality, which I already said that. He's probably a natural born leader, and he also is a Leo. So I could believe that. She said Ace and Chelley did not date before the villa. She knows that they met each other, but they did not date. She didn't I guess she knew Chelley. They followed each other. I don't want to say knew. She knew of Chelley because they have the same, they work for the same photographer. And yeah, she said Ace was 5'8". She cried in the villa the first few nights because she just wasn't fitting in. And people were asking, who's crying? And she was like, it's my allergies. And she was surprised about how Huda acted when she entered the villa. But she said Huda is very mothering and funny. The heart rate challenge, she said Huda was having a good time. It was a challenge, but she was face down, ass up. And she gets the point of Chelley feeling some type of way, but it's fair game. They did play music during the heart rate challenge, but it was Nicki Minaj, Starships Are Meant to Fly. Now not Huda. Nicki Minaj she is acting like Huda right now on the Instagram or Twitter or whatever she on X. Who cusses out SZA? Only Nicki Minaj, okay? Her and Huda is cousins. But she said Starships. I'm like, they didn't play Bees in the Trap. Nicki Minaj got some good twerking songs. Starships? I didn't think about twerking to Starships. She's close with Huda and Olandria. Nick is the closest guy she is to, besides Brian. Austin was moving super, super slow. She feels like Nick and Olandria are very genuine. Standing on Business Challenge, they said she cries too much and she kind of just blacked out that moment and just kind of was going through the motions. She said she thought Brian was cute from the beginning and she loved that he stood up for her and she got to be herself around him and they really connected over conversations. They had a great night in the Hideaway and it was very steamy. She said people was definitely having SCX in that where they slept at and they would have a code word. They going on a journey. She said she heard a lot of smooching and a lot of clapping of cheeks. Okay, she said them earplugs was cheap and they was not working. I just could not imagine having sex with other people in the room. Like, that is just damn weird and it's not cute. It's not, I don't know, it's not very respectful of yourself. She did feel a shift in the villa and how people treated her once America voted her like their favorite girl. And she knew Zach was on some BS after he talked that shit in the challenge and then was trying to be nice to her after. And she felt like some of the women were being nicer to her. Sierra, so when Sierra left, she said Sierra just disappeared. So was that Sierra yelling in the background of Olandria's, when Olandria was talking in the confessional? Was it not? She said Sierra just disappeared. Excuse me. They didn't know where Sierra went. They didn't know what happened. It felt unreal. But Amaya said, words do matter and everybody should get respected. So that's how she feels about Sierra. Words matter and everybody should be respected. Best person that gave her advice was Olandria. Crash out Huda. Fakest Austin, because all that political stuff. She was like, Austin, where did that come from? Yeah, Austin and JD and all them made a TikTok talking about, are we invited to the cookout? Absolutely not. Y'all know better. You know you ain't invited to the cookout. And plus JD think he is somebody, huh? If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Sister Act 2. Showing my age. Anyway, the one with Lauryn Hill. If you ain't never go to Disney Plus and watch it, okay? She loved to steal Sierra's clothes. The couple that had the most sex was Huda and Jeremiah. Charlie's elimination made her cry, probably just because Hannah was so damn emotional. And I'm one of them people, if you cry, I'm going to cry. Best couple that has a chance, besides her and Brian, Nick and Olandria. And she wants to engage with her supporters, support them in positivity. And she's excited to be with Brian in the real world. They have a lot of things planned and they will be long distance. She was talking about him living in Boston, but Nick said Brian is planning on moving to LA. So I don't know how that's going to work. He'll probably be in Boston for a little bit, but he's planning on moving to LA. So we're going to have to see how they do that dynamic because I know she's still in New York, but I don't know. Maybe we'll have to see. Are y'all going to order the Sensitive Gangster sweatsuit or not? I don't think I am. Did y'all watch Call Her Daddy or not? Because I watched 3 hours of it. I loved Amaya's interview. And Huda, it was okay, but I just felt like she wants to be the victim. She wants everybody to feel bad for her and sad for her. And it's like, Huda, it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes, but you know what's going on in the villa and you're not in the villa, but in the outside world, and you're not addressing it at all. I don't know, y'all. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all tomorrow. Are y'all watching Beyond the Villa? Because I'm going to watch it. I wanted to watch it tonight, but I probably will watch it tomorrow. I didn't get very many views on it, but I'm going to still watch it because I already started it. Okay? You know how you already start something, so you're like, I might as well finish it. That's where I am with Beyond the Villa. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.